looked like Asia Wilson just came out with some stage footage, allegedly, that is causing quite a stir online.
Talking about the most delusional fan base in the history of sport, and this might be the worst thing I have seen.
Because of her basketball skills and her as a person. You know, I'm just here to tell you, a lot of athletes in women's basketball ain't got the type of fan base.
And that's just a fact. Like, it's simple biology, especially in a sport where it really matters, like basketball.
Did you see that clip of Aja Wilson with her fans? Something about it just feels off. I watched it 5 times, and I still can't get over how staged it looks. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly why this fan interaction looks so fabricated and what it reveals about the desperate marketing tactics happening behind the scenes in the WNBA right now. The contrast with Caitlin Clark's authentic fan base is night and day, and you need to see it for yourself.
All they gonna do is troll the fan base for clicks, bro. That's all these news sites is gonna do.
This might be the worst thing I have ever seen coming from the fan base of one Aja Wilson. They are, again, like...
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
These are some of the most toxic people in all of sports. At the end of the day, look, I'm bringing them on myself.
This Asia Wilson thing. So somebody sent me this online, man. And basically, it's a clip of Asia Wilson getting love from her fans.
Have you noticed something weird with that Aja Wilson fan video? I watched it 5 times and something just doesn't feel right about it. Let me break down exactly what happens in this clip. Aja is surrounded by these fans who seem way too coordinated and polished in their reactions. It's like they knew exactly where to stand and what to say. The timing is perfect. Too perfect. The camera angles catch everything just right, like someone planned exactly where to position the camera. The fans' reactions look rehearsed. It feels like watching a commercial, not a real fan moment. You can tell when someone's genuine excitement hits versus when they're trying to act excited. Look at how the fans are positioned around Aja. They're perfectly spaced out. Everyone can see the camera. Nobody's blocking anyone. When does that ever happen naturally? In real life, fans crowd each other. Phones are everywhere and it's total chaos.
Paired side by side to Caitlin Clark actually receiving love from her fan base.
This conversation needs to just be stopped at this stage. It's ridiculous. And yes, I've gotten plenty of death threats from this fan base.
Here, it's like they marked spots on the floor and told everyone exactly where to stand. The dialogue sounds scripted too. Real fans stumble over their words when they meet players they love. They get nervous. They talk too fast. They forget what they wanted to say. These fans deliver their lines like they practiced them 10 times before the camera started rolling. There's no stuttering, no awkward pauses, no genuine shock that they're meeting a WNBA superstar. Think about real fan interactions you've seen. The messiness, the excitement, the phones everywhere. None of that natural chaos exists here. It's too clean, too perfect. This matters because fan connections are supposed to be authentic. That's what builds real loyalty and community around players and teams. Fans can spot fake interactions from a mile away.
Now, one thing I do want to say is when it comes to Caitlin Clark fan base, and like I want to speak about this because a lot of people don't ever talk about this.
Yes, I've been told that they were going to, I was warned not to go to game 3 of the finals because I wouldn't make it out by this fan base.
Is Aja Wilson's fan interaction footage really staged or authentic? The evidence points to a carefully orchestrated PR event disguised as a spontaneous fan moment. The perfectly positioned fans, the ideal camera angles, the rehearsed dialogue, it all adds up to something that was planned in advance.
The community on Twitter, everybody thinks that like we're cold or we're something that like attack people.
Jeff Teague says Aja Wilson, the most obvious basketball statement ever. Aja Wilson is not beating any NBA, G League, or college player.
What's really interesting is why they'd feel the need to stage something like this in the first place. Real fan interactions happen all the time with WNBA players. Why not just capture those instead of creating this artificial scene? Let's look at the marketing strategy behind this and why Aja's team might think they need staged interactions instead of real ones. You know what's crazy about this whole situation? It's not just about one weird video. It's about the battle for fans that's happening right now in the WNBA. The league is getting more attention than ever before, and marketing teams are scrambling hard to build player brands that connect with different groups of people. They're trying everything to get new fans through the door. Aja Wilson is an incredible player with multiple MVPs, but she doesn't have the same diverse fan base as someone like Caitlin Clark. And that creates a real marketing problem. The business side of basketball doesn't care how many championships you've won if you can't sell jerseys and get endorsement deals. That's just the cold reality these players face every day.
You all know off the bench he's averaged 40 in high school and 20 in college. And I'm like, and those that didn't have 20 in college probably went to colleges.
Black, EA is black. I believe Correlation is black. I believe Erica's black. So all of these people that we get a lot of these stories from are actually black folk.
When you look at this clip, it shows a specific attempt to showcase Aja with white fans. This feels like a direct response to what we see happening naturally around Caitlin Clark, who's drawing in fans from all backgrounds without trying. The marketing team saw a problem and tried to fix it with this staged video. What's interesting is how Clark's fan base includes significant African American support on social media. It's organic and based on her game and personality. People just like watching her play. She's not out there trying to manufacture connections with specific groups. It's happening on its own.
Obviously, 21-0 that dude, like, what's him? Colin Cowell plays for Carrick Macross. 21-0 him against Aja Wilson every single time. Dude,
You know, like a lot of times people don't want to show their face and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it just shows you the demographic.
Meanwhile, Aja's previous comments about white privilege make this stage interaction even more awkward. Remember when she talked about that? Now we're seeing this video that feels like a strategic pivot to capture a broader audience. The contrast between what she said before and what her team is doing now is pretty striking. Why would WNBA marketing teams stage fan interactions like this? Because they're desperate to manufacture the kind of diverse fan appeal that other players are generating naturally. They see the numbers, they know what sells, and they're trying to create something that isn't happening on its own. If you compare Aja Wilson's fan base to Caitlin Clark's in terms of diversity, the difference is obvious. Clark's appears more naturally mixed, while Wilson's team seems to be trying to manufacture diversity through staged content like this. You can tell the difference between real and fake pretty easily. This whole situation shows how the league is still figuring out how to market its stars authentically in this new era of popularity. Some players connect naturally with diverse audiences, while others need a little help from their marketing teams.
Of Caitlin Clark fan base, even me myself, me being a black man following Caitlin Clark, it just shows you like there's a difference.
I only wouldn't be an NBA player. Aja Wilson would not make any Division I college team. She is a 6'4" center. And that is she is a 6'4" center.
The question is, will fans buy it? The WNBA is at this crazy turning point right now. Fans can spot fake content instantly, and they're not buying these manufactured moments anymore. You can see it in the comments. People want real, not whatever that Aja video was trying to be. The league needs to focus on genuine player stories and real fan connections. These staged PR stunts just feel empty, like they're totally disconnected from what fans actually want to see. The teams that understand this will win the marketing battle. What do you think? Did you spot the same weird vibes from that clip, or am I reading too much into it? Drop your thoughts below.